What is going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and it is time for the final stop of the Arena Series this season. Just a quick reminder, though, don't forget to check out my Patreon, link on screen and in the description below. As you can see, Day Toad is our newest member to the Patreon group, so haven't been able to shout you out yet. Thank you so much for signing up for my Patreon. And let's go ahead and move on to the leaderboards. When we left Salt Lake City last time, Son of a Digger had the lead with 83 points, Whiplash in second with 76, but Crush Station creeping up with 75, and then you can see Monster Rottweiler and Gas Monkey just behind them, not too far off, but anything could happen. You never know. This is the final stop. This is where you need to get hot, or else you'll just lose the whole thing. So first off is Stone Crusher with Marcus Kane behind the wheel. Unfortunately, though, Stone Crusher hasn't had the best season, and it doesn't look like he will be making up any ground with this stop. This may be it, unfortunately, but he's going to go out with a bang and try his best either way. You never know what could happen as he finishes his first round, a 24.21 for Stone Crusher. And this season, we've seen some crazy, or not crazy, but some awkward racing tracks. I mean, really, Greensboro was the one that stood out the most, the over-under, and that's where we saw a lot of flips and rollovers. So this one's just a really awkward and tight course. As you can see, you have to go over and then immediately 180 and go around the other way, and then immediately 180 again to go around the long way. So this right here, after this 180 here, this is where you need to make up your ground and really gas on it to get a better time and to get ahead. But his second stop, second attempt, 25.06 for Stone Crusher, so we're going to go with the first one of a 24.21. As Gas Monkey Garage and Ryan Hayward come out, currently in that fourth place spot. He'd love to move up and go back to the Stadium Series, especially go to the World Finals, and really prove to everybody that he has what it takes to be back in the Stadium Series. As I've mentioned plenty of times, he was the driver of Monster Mud in the Stadium Series, as he almost loses control there, but he's able to control it and continue the run, as he should be able to get this last turn in to get his first time. And I may have spoke too soon, as he's cartwheeling on that big curve. You'd think that'd be the easiest part to maneuver around in the track, but he was able to land on all fours. He's going to complete the time of 33.61. It's not going to be the best, but it's something to put on the board. So very unfortunate for Ryan Hayward in his first attempt. Hopefully the second one will prove to be better than the first one. But as I was saying, he was in Monster Mutt in the Stadium Series in Season 1, was in last place, or flirted with last place for a while. Ended up being Whiplash, who was eliminated, but he was second to last. Decided to come down to the Arena Series anyways, and pilot the Gas Monkey Garage monster truck. And so far, he's been doing pretty good, right? Like I said, right now he's in that fifth place spot. I think I said fourth place, but he's in that fifth place spot. But he's not too far off at 24.09 for his second attempt. So he is now our fastest qualifier, moving into the next competitor here, Undead Elkins in Monster Rottweiler. He is currently in the fourth place spot and has okay, I thought he may have cut it too short, but he has some shoes to fill. As I mentioned, Self-Created drove this truck last season and was second in the points lead, and because of the way it was set up, he was unable to progress to the Stadium Series, as only the first place truck was able to move on. But it's different now, and he's close. He has a chance. 25.89 though for his first attempt, not the best. But he has some big shoes to fill. Hasn't been doing too bad this season. Has gotten some wins here and there. He's currently, like I said, in fourth place, 68 points, and Whiplash is in second place. That's the one that he's closest to, that he could kind of squeeze in there at the last second. It just depends on what he can do, but he's rolling over in his second attempt, as he's still trying to save it. He's back on all fours and is going to continue the run, but that is going to kill his time dramatically, as he's almost rolling over again. He's managed to save it, but the damage is done. I don't think he's going to be able to really redeem himself here. It's done. It's set and over with, as he rolls over again. Lacking a lot of control this run. Going to get a DNF as he's on his lid. very unfortunate for Undead Elkins and Monster Rottweiler. 25.89 is the time on record, and he is currently in third place as Crush Station comes out, your third place contender, and J-Space Racing, who would love to make a comeback and at least get that second place spot to move on to the Stadium Series. He's close. He's not too far off of Whiplash. He can do it. But Whiplash has been incredibly hot this season, and she's looking to make it back to the Stadium Series. But, again, you never know what could happen. It's all going to come down to this last event. And a 23.78 for Crush Station. An incredibly fast time, beating that 23, or making it into that 23-second mark. That hasn't been reached yet. So he is currently your fastest qualifier of the night, with Gas Monkey Garage and Ryan Hayward moving to that second place spot with a 24.09. So Crush Station so far doing good here in Wilkes-Barre. Again, this was this the last stop last season? I don't remember. For season 1, Suz tripping up a little bit there, but it should be fine. That first time should get him a good spot either way. But I forget, I believe Wilkes-Barre was the last stop last season, but I could be wrong. But it was, no, it was a second stop. I don't know. We'd have to look back. Don't quote me on that. But a 26.03 for his second time. Doesn't matter, though. 23.78 is his time on record, and he is your fastest qualifier as of yet. We have 2 more trucks to go in Whiplash and Son of a Digger, and here comes Whiplash and Morales TCS, again, in that second place spot, and is currently, that spot's in jeopardy right now, given that Crush Station has that first place spot. So she's going to have to really do good here if she wants to keep that spot, and she's almost going over, but managed to save it and continue the run. That may hurt her time, though, and I think it will. It's all going to come down to this 26.53. So the second slowest time we've seen so far tonight. Not what she's wanting as she goes for, or lines up for the second attempt. That's going to hurt her. That's going to jeopardize her spot. She's been on a hot streak, but she might be cooling down, and this is the worst time to be cooling down, is the last stop whenever you're so close to losing your spot. But we're just going to have to wait and see. So far, a clean second attempt, but I may have spoke too soon. She clips the back end of the truck, and it sends her forward. She's back on all fours, though, but the damage is done. I don't think she'll be able to come back from that. Final turn. We're going to see what the final time is, but like I said, I don't think it's going to make a difference. 27.93 for Whiplash. She is actually currently your slowest qualifier, so she may have lost her second place lead, or second place spot. That is very unfortunate. We're going to have to wait and see what the final numbers are, though, as Son of a Digger and Arcanine59 come out, and he's coming off a little sideways there. He's going to have to make some adjustments. That's really going to hurt his time. The 2 top drivers of the season are struggling right now. So far, I mean, he has 1 more attempt to go. Oh, and he's going to be going over. No, he's able to save it. Excuse me, he's able to save the truck. But again, the damage is done, and a 28.98 for his time. That is now the second slowest time of the night for all the competitors, but for Arcanine59, that's going to hurt him a lot. He's in first place. He has a good lead, but he is jeopardizing it right now as he has his final attempt to go here. Again, the time to beat is a 23.78, but really second fastest wouldn't hurt him right now. That would give him 5 points. Man, this is going to be tough. And clean execution. I spoke too soon for Whiplash, but so far clean execution for Son of a Digger, though, but it looks like he stalled a little bit. Something happened there, maybe when he was switching gears, I don't know. The truck stalled a bit. That might hurt him. 25.16, good enough for 4th fastest, which means your fastest qualifier of the night is J-Space Racing and Crush Station, earning those 6 crucial points in the standings, especially now in the final stop, as this is going to be the decision maker for the season. So you can see Crush Station in first, Gas Monkey in second, Stone Crusher in third, Rottweiler in 5th, Son of a Digger 4th, and Whiplash 6th. I don't know why I switched it like that, but Crush Station and Gas Monkey getting those bye runs into the semifinal round. And this is your leaderboard. Whiplash is now gone out of the 3rd place spot. Son of a Digger in 1st with 86, Crush Station in 2nd with 81. He's creeping up. and Gas Monkey taking that 4th place spot from Awesome Rottweiler. So this is getting interesting. A quick reminder though, don't forget to use code Project Rod for 10% off of your W Energy order. This stuff is great, you guys. Be better with W Energy. Keeps you motivated, keeps you alert. This is good stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. 10% off. Use code Project Rod. As we move on to High Jump Stone Crusher, a hard landing. 35.7 feet for his attempt as Gas Monkey Garage comes out. Your second fastest qualifier of the night. Huge air. That might beat him. And it does. A 37.7 for Gas Monkey, taking the lead away from Stone Crusher. Here comes Monster Rottweiler. Undead Elkin. Some big air. Not sure if it's going to be enough. 36.7 feet for the Rottweiler. So good enough for second place. Here comes your fastest qualifier, excuse me. In Crush Station, J-Space Racing. Nice big air and 38 feet even. As we have our new leader, here comes Whiplash. She needs to make up those crucial points right here. Let's see if she can beat that 38 feet lead that Crush Station has. 36.6, good enough for 4th place at the moment. And here comes Son of a Digger, your leader. Hopefully he can do better though. His lead is in jeopardy. Here it comes. 34.5. That only means one thing. Crush Station is your high jump winner. J-Space Racing, congratulations. Qualifying and high jump under his belt. But we may have a new leader. This is your high jump scores. But here comes the points lead. And we are tied. We have a tie for first. 87 points for Son of a Digger and Crush Station. Whiplash in third with 80. Gas Monkey, though, creeping up. He has 76. This is getting very interesting. What is happening here in Wilkes-Barre? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what happens in Racing and Skills. But before we do that, just a quick reminder, don't forget to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in Racing and Skills.